Hey, konnichiwa minasan, it's Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House over in Japan. I hope you're good and genki, are you? I certainly am. I have a brand new comic out today. It's a review of Nemesis Reloaded, issue 2. It came out Wednesday, February 15th. It's priced at $3.99 and it's worth every penny. This is written by Mark Millar. It's got fantastic art by Jorge Jimenez. And look at this cover first of all. Look at this cover. I'm getting Lord of the Flies kind of vibes from this, do you know what I mean? And also, well, I won't spoil it yet, but is this issue any good? Is it worth buying? Well, you can probably tell by my genkiness, my enthusiasm. Absolutely. If you haven't already picked up issue 1, please do so, because it's a great start to the series. This is issue 2 and it just continues. No holds barred. It like kicks off with, well, I won't spoil it here, but it's you could say shocking. It certainly gets your attention. The Nemesis has a plan, and the plan is half crazy, half mad. You're not sure what his end game is yet, what his goal is, but we're getting little bits of information from his past. And yeah, speaking of his past, we get a bit of an origin story. Well, we certainly get some glimpses into that, as you can see by the cover. You see him when he's young, when he's 10 years old, what happens to him, how he ends up, well, kind of how he is ending up where he is. And yeah, it's really good. It's really well illustrated. It's well written by Millar. In the story, in this issue, there are funny moments. There are kind of a little bit cringe, like, oh my God, what are you doing? You had to go that far, didn't you? You had to push it that far moments, because again, it's Mark Millar. What else would you expect? But it's also very well written. You've got characters who maybe you only know them for a few panels, couple of pages. They already feel like solid people, like rounded, well-rounded characters. And as I said already, the art, mate, what can I say? Let me show you. Instead of like saying it, let me show you some of this art inside. Where are we? I've got another bit. Here we go. Look at this. This is just a fairly simple image part way in, but I just love its simplicity. I love the proportions, the colouring. It's limited, but hey, it does the job there, doesn't it? You don't like failing, do you, Joe? So, if you want to find out more, please keep watching, because I'm going to give my story summary as usual, and I don't spoil the end. I try not to spoil too much, but yeah, if you want to have a look at the interior art, if you want to get an idea of the story, here we go. After the explosive events of last issue, Mark Millar doesn't hold back with the opening of this, issue 2. Nemesis reminds us that he's put $10,000 on every cop's head, and some of the scum of the city are only too happy to oblige. Nemesis talks about crippling the city's police department. We get a mixture of the background stories of the cops who have been killed with the violence of their killings. For every badge that Nemesis gets, he's going to pay money. But the cops have no idea who he is. What is he, some kind of terrorist? Great image here of a fly trapped in a web. You get the feeling that the cops are the fly, Nemesis is a spider. In the aftermath of the museum robbery from last issue, we see some of the mayor's rich donors giving him grief. This is Mayor Joe Costello, who used to be a cop. He tells the rich man that the bounty on every police officer has created a serious manpower issue. The cops are too scared to go to work. Then check this panel at the bottom here. As he exits the museum, he's told, "Sir, we've just been told your entire estate has been robbed while we've been in here. All that's left is some furniture and cushions. He even stole the light fittings." You don't like failing, do you, Joe? Nemesis watches on from a distance. Great panel here by Jorge Jimenez. Look at that. We've got Nemesis in the foreground, disaster in the background. So, who is Nemesis? We get to find out in a flashback where he came from. He tells us his name. It's Matthew Anderson. His parents were arrested when he was only 10 years old. Then he got put into the care system. Didn't stay there long. In a random diner, young Matthew is about to rob a very rich-looking lady when she tells him to stop. Wait. She suggests he meet the man she works for. But the only way to meet him is to drink this cup of coffee? Is it coffee? I can't believe I'm doing this. And of course, he drinks it and quickly blacks out. Matthew wakes up in something that looks like a scene from Eyes Wide Shut. What the fuck? He's told to fight for his life, fight to continue. I'm not killing anyone. Oh shit! Matthew gets attacked, fights back. We already know what happens, don't we, because he's narrating this tale. Next we see some of his training. In one ordeal he has to hold on to Yosemite Falls for 3 days without losing his grip. His master asks him why he wants to survive. Revenge. Yeah, his mum and dad might have been junky scumbags, but they were still his mother and father. Okay, there are still a few more pages to go, but I'll stop my story summary here. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Man, I'm really into this series, I'm really into it, so yeah, looking forward to the next issue already. Okay, here is a preview of next issue's cover. Got a bit of an Apocalypse Now vibe going on there, but again, the art by the Jorge Jimenez. Look at it, it looks so cool. It's out on the 15th of March. Put that in your diaries. Okay, please leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the issue. Are you reading the series? Are you interested? What do you think of the art? I'd love to hear from you, and I hope to see you in a future video. This is Gray from Makazashi's Tea House signing off for the night. Matane.